I'll make some time locked in.
Definitely. What up, y'all? You know what it is. It is Thursday. Make sure what day it is. Oh, it's the 10th. March 10th, Thursday. So that means this is episode 14, Imperfect Action Show. And this whole show started off with taking imperfect action. On this show, what we do? We bring on guests. Sometimes I'm solo, but we bring different marketing and business principles, lessons, things that you can do right now, right? And take the drip, implement it immediately into your business to get a fast result, right? To get a fast understanding if it's working, if it's not working, so you can pivot, make further adjustments, and then it's going to lead you to the right direction. So on today's episode, I got my good friend, my mastermind partner, you know what I'm saying? This gentleman, he's all about taking imperfect action. Recently authored a brand new book, which I'm pretty sure he'll talk about. Yeah. Bruce, what's up, brother? I know you're gonna be talking about new skills, new you. It is what it is. So, why don't you introduce yourself? And what I like to do is I like to send a quick little note to the community, let them know that we live and popping. So while you do that, I'm gonna send a text out to everybody so they know that we're on the show right now.
Yeah, man. Tell them to tap in. Bruce Hill, new skills, new you. And if you've never met me before, I hope we get the pleasure. Listen, I teach sales skills to entrepreneurs. I help them hear yes more often without sounding salesy, because I met some dope people and they missing that important piece. Like, if you running a charity, that's one thing, but a lot of y'all trying to run businesses, we need to talk. We need to talk. And that's my specialty. I don't want you to create a army of sales warriors. I just want you to be the you that makes more money. And that takes one new skill. That's it. That's the message all 2022.
Let me see. I'm gonna get this going. So what even got you specifically into this as a specialty, right?
Man,
How did this become a problem that you decided that you were gonna solve?
it all, like all good stories start, man. It was completely on accident, man. I moved to a new city and promptly lost my job. I'm like, oh hell. And so I called my buddy up, my best friend, 10 years at the time, 20 years now. And I said, man, what do I do? You got to be careful who you take advice from, because they're going to give you advice based on their experiences. Fortunately, it was someone, I respected, and he's a good guy. He's like, yo, you gotta start selling. You got to learn how to sell. He sold cars, so guess what I did? I sold cars.
Sold cars.
If he had been a realtor, I might be a realtor today. If he had sold life insurance, I might be, insurance agent. If he had been a drug dealer, who knows? I might be in jail, right? One new skill will change your life. So I started selling cars, and I was terrible. All right, this is why I feel like I'm the perfect guest for this show. I was terrible. I was not a natural sales. I don't think anyone is. I think some people might get it a little faster than others, but no one's born fill in the blank, right? You're not born a basketball player, piano player, artist. You wouldn't even know what a basketball was when you was born. Anyway, I digress. So I said, man, listen, I either quit or I can get better. I decided to get better. So I started talking to people that are good at it, message. I started reading books on it, message. I started taking trainings on it, message. And I started practicing, message. All right. And so messed around and ended up top 100 nationwide. Okay. One new skill changed your life, man. That's the first time, not the last time, I had seen a 5-figure month. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, this is kind of nice. So I think a lot of folks try things, which is good, but they don't give themselves enough time to get good at it. And that's where new skills, new you comes in.
So let's run those four things one more time, because I want to make sure they get it, and it's probably something I want to continue to highlight during the episode. So let's run through the messages. So you said books, you said programs.
Yeah.
Did I hear you say trainings?
Absolutely.
So books, programs, trainings, and then what was the fourth one?
We call it mentorship, right? I learn from people that have already done it.
Gotcha.
And those all four are overlap, right? Because someone who's already done it might have written a book. Someone who's already done it might have written a program. So what's the difference between a program and a training? It's just one's live. Like, I have some digital courses, right? Some programs. And then I do live training. So I do make that distinction because different people learn different ways. I hit all the ways. I was like, I'm going to win. That was my only option.
Yeah, listen, so I think one of the things that I liked about that you shared, right, with these four messages, these four powerful messages, is that especially with your whole thing, new skills, new you, one new skill will change your life, right?
Yes, sir.
Even before you implement the new skill, you have to make a decision.
Mhm.
Then you have to commit. And I think your commitment to this shows, right? And where does the commitment then take you, right? That commitment may take you to, okay, I'm gonna read, but now you may have gone from someone that doesn't read at all to maybe someone that's reading. I'm just gonna decide to read this one book. And then maybe that one book leads you to be someone that becomes like a 20, 30-minute daily reader or something. Maybe then, like you said, they kind of all like coincide. So then you're like, okay, this author's pretty cool. Oh, he got a program. Boom, take that program. Now you're reading, and not only you took one program, maybe you're doing a program a month. Right now you're learning something every day. You're learning more things monthly. Like, you know what? I think I'm a host of training now on my area of expertise. And maybe you do that weekly or monthly. So you got the books going, you got the programs going, you got the trainings going. So you're applying the information that you're learning in real time right now, right? So you can get better, you can assimilate, you can help more people. And then you decide to level up, which is the mentorship. So if that's a mastermind, if you're paying for coaching, if you're taking advantage of digital mentors, so I can see how they can all overlap, and I can see how all four of these things you emphasize are strong messages. So yeah, that's incredible, man. That's
Thank you.
incredible.
It's a simple formula that works for literally, not figuratively, literally everything. Pick something and just use the formula.
I would definitely agree with that. So let's talk a little bit about this whole power of saying yes, because we actually had you on the Wealth Club not too long ago, because that's one of my favorite messages that you share out there to the world and to the marketplace, because I feel like getting to more yeses is going to result to people getting to more sales. But the problem that people have with getting to more yeses, they take the no's way too personally. They take the
Oh
no's
man.
way too emotionally.
Yep.
So when you're hearing consistent no's, even when you do hear a yes, the yes become less frequent to you because of your mindset. So then that can also become more discouraging and then kind of get you off the track. So let's talk about that a little bit. How did you kind of come up with the whole formulation of like, the power of saying yes and like getting your mind wrapped around like, moving in that direction?
So let's start at the beginning. Somebody wants to tell you yes. You're offering a product, you're offering a service, you're impacting lives for the better. Someone wants to tell you yes. So that's a fundamental belief we have to have, especially as entrepreneurs. But really, this goes for, if you're looking for a romantic partner, even if you're looking for a career change, you look for a job. So I serve entrepreneurs and small business owners. So let's focus on that. Somebody wants to tell you yes. Your job is to find them. That's your job. Because I believe that if one new skill can change your life, that means the way your life is right now isn't the peak, the pinnacle, the height that you can live. So it's a disservice for me not to offer you the chance to work with me, not for to tell you about my book, not to say, hey, look, I've got a course that addresses your problem and it's this much. And so I think that shift that sales is a service and I'm trying to help people is an important mindset, and I've spent a lot more time this year on mindset than mechanics.
Mm. Can you can
Because,
you discern can you discern the two for the community, for the listeners, and for the viewers?
so mindset is someone wants to tell me yes. Mechanics is hi. How can I help increase your business revenue? That's a mechanic, right? I could teach you this phrase, say this phrase. That's mechanical. But if I don't have the mindset, someone wants to tell me yes, I'm not going to say the phrase. And so I realized I had to adjust. I have some really great mechanics. They've been tested for 15 years. You know, what's that line on Kanye said, I've been doing 5 beats a day for 3 summers,
Five
right?
beats a day for 3 summers. I deserve to do these numbers.
I deserve to do these numbers. So I do 10,000 calls each year, and I have for the past 5 years. So whenever I tell you something, it's because I've tried it. And that's one of my successes as a coach. I've failed more times than a lot of people have tried. Watch out for a coach that's never failed because one, he or she is lying to you.
Super lying.
Or two, let's say they are just magically perfect. They're not going to be able to help you when you mess up. They'll be like, oh, you're doing it wrong. You're an idiot, right? That's no good. So you definitely want someone that has failed and succeeded. So what I realized is I made 10,000 calls last year, probably more. Not everybody told me yes. I didn't die. Look, I'm healthy, bro. The hair long. And I think what's really people realize that it's uncomfortable. Yes, it is, but it's not dangerous. There's absolutely nothing that's going to happen to you adversely if you tell someone, "Hey, I'm Bruce Hill. I teach sales skills to entrepreneurs. How can I help grow your business?" There's absolutely nothing that can happen next that really is detrimental to my health or well-being. Only thing that really happens is up here. So let's get to hearing yes to answer your question. We have to realize that if someone tells us no, it's very likely not personal. Some people, some people aren't gonna like you just because they don't like you. That's fine. You didn't want to work with them anyway. But most people just don't need it. It's feedback. You're either asking, write this down, please. You're either asking the wrong person or you're asking the wrong questions. And so that's one of the trainings when we say hear yes more often. It's not about begging anyone or convincing anyone. It's about believing that someone wants to tell me yes. I gotta ask enough people till I find them.
You know what I heard that was interesting is that let's say you don't improve your products or services. Let's just presume that you don't.
Mhm.
And you're kind of maxed out at who is hearing your marketing messages or who you are pitching to or presenting your marketing messages to, your
Mhm.
product or service. If you didn't get any better, but you just got in front of more people,
Mhm.
the percentage of you selling would just increase because
Yo,
you just get in front of more
was you
people.
were you listening on my training I did last week?
I wasn't present at that
Oh,
one. I wasn't present. So I
yeah.
think there's two different ways
Just 2
that
different
people can
ones.
look at it. Well, yeah, you can bring in that other one, right?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because I feel like you can go at that like, look, if you're really not improving and you want more sales, get in front of more people. But
That's
if you are improving and you get in front of more people and you can zero in on your client avatar, really get emotional with the pain points and their solutions they provide with your marketing messages, that conversion rate's gonna go crazy
yeah.
over time. Like nothing's like this, but over time it's gonna go crazy. But yeah, I would definitely like to hear that third one, or if I missed the second one, let me know.
No, I think
Definitely,
you hit
definitely
it.
throw it in there.
There's 3 ways to increase your business revenue without having to be a sales mastermind, sales wizard. You said it already. I could ask more people. If 1 out of 10 people tell me yes, all I got to do to get to 10 is ask 100 people. That's easy. Product doesn't change, my skills don't change. So the next one is, okay, what if I did get better, right? What if I did perfect my message, emphasize the problem, offer the solution? So now 2 out of 10 people tell me yes. So now all I got to do is ask 50 people to get 10 people to tell me yes. All right. The third way to increase your revenue is increase your prices. So now the same number of people tell me yes. I ask the same number of people, but I increase my revenue, we up. I teach people to do all 3.
Yeah,
That's
I definitely teach people. I would agree because in my program, I think the way that you present it is a little different than how I present it, but it's the exact same thing. And 100%, I think one of the first gems that I would even give when I'm on valuation calls with clients is to raise their prices.
yeah, absolutely.
I was speaking to a young lady yesterday. She could be watching. Maybe she's gonna watch the playback. But she's like 18 years old, super smart, intelligent. Like she got a business and she's running with it already. I already got clients.
Nice.
She got five. She got 5 product offers,
Mhm.
but they're all 40 to 60 bucks. So I'm
Okay.
like, if you want to increase your revenue, let's say if you didn't do anything else, but you just changed your prices and you
Help me
adjusted
out.
your prices, you're gonna increase your revenue. But
Yep.
like, if a consumer can't really decimate like which is more valuable because they're all the same price. They're just gonna be like, okay, this is 30 minutes with you at $40. Oh, this is 2 hours with you at $40. I'm gonna go for the 2 hours because to them it's like the value is time, right? For them, if
Right.
it's all around the same price point. So I would agree. I would agree with you.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think this is a good lesson too for all the entrepreneurs out here. It's collaboration over competition. We
Mm,
overlap. We overlap a lot. Not only who we serve, but how we serve them. So why are we doing this? Why are we having this conversation? Isn't that going to take now? Because we both win.
yeah,
Somebody's going to like you more than they like me. That's okay. Somebody's going to like me more than they like you. That's okay. And depending where they at, they might work with both of us.
they might work with both of us.
So there's more, 7.8 billion people in the world is enough for all of us to win.
I'd agree. So look, real quick, if you're just jumping on, this is the Imperfect Action Show, episode 14. I got my guy Bruce Hill. New skills, new you. He's teaching you how to hear yes more often on today's episode. Already dropped a lot of sauce. Let me do a quick little recap, right? We were talking about 4 secret messages, if you wasn't paying attention, on how you can improve your process, right? And that's through books,
Yep.
programs,
Uh-huh.
trainings,
Uh-huh.
and mentorships. But even before you do that, you have to decide and you have to commit. A quick little gem he dropped also was collaboration over competition. The only competition really exists within yourself. It's not in the marketplace. There's so many people out there, right? We can all eat, we can all succeed. And collaboration is going to bring more brand awareness to both of us. Like right now, this is the second collaboration that Bruce and I have had. And then I'm going to Atlanta this weekend. We're going to collaborate for the 3rd time on something, right? So it's not necessarily going to stop. Now, we just had a little feedback from the community. Somebody wanted you to recap the 3 sales strategies to get more quick sales, the ones that you just went over. I think they missed it.
Okay, great. It's very, very simple. This is for everyone and anyone. The first thing you can do is tell more people about the problem you solve. And I'm not talking about posting on Instagram or Facebook. I'm talking about a conversation, whether that's a DM, it could be a comment on a post, or I love face to face. Okay, hop on a Zoom call and your conversion is going to go up. All right, that's the first one. Tell more people. Number 2 is get clear on the problem you solve. I use something called the 3 C's. I think we go back and forth on these C's.
Yeah, we might as well let's just combine it and make it like 5 or 6 C's.
Make it like
Whatever
5.
it gotta be.
All right. We might have to do that. So when you're clear, concise, and compelling, more people tell you yes. You can talk to the same number of people, you hear yes more often. And then the third thing is very simply to raise your prices. I know everybody else raising prices. Why aren't you? We'll talk about adding value over cost, but that's it. More people, improve the number of people that say yes or raise your prices. I like a combination. Hope that answers your question.
Okay, so now let's talk about B2B, B2C. Do
Okay.
the same principles, right? Do the same principles transfer successfully from a B2B into or to a B2C business? Same principles? Are they transferring seamlessly, or there's some other things that we need to take into consideration?
So just in case I want to know, business to consumer is B2C, business to business is B2B for short.
Yep.
There is let's say an 80% overlap because they're still people. They're still people. So what you're going to do and say isn't going to change. How you approach it may be a little different. You might have to have a little bit more organization. When you talk to a business, they may have to go through procurement or purchasing, right? You may have to do a cost benefit a proposal, be a little bit more technical. That's where copywriting comes in. With a consumer, you can lean a little bit more on their emotions and say, listen, you're here. You don't want to be here. You want to be there. You need to sign up right now. So that timeline might be stretched out a little bit more with business. But again, at the end of the day, I add value, I solve problems, and then I ask for the money. That's going to be anyone, everyone.
Yeah.
One
So it
person.
sounds like small little nuances, but it's
Yeah.
the same. It's the same journey.
Well said.
Yeah. Small little nuances, but it's the same journey. Okay, so now I think you're handling itself and a lot of things that you stand for, right? So talking about new skills, new you, one new skill can change your life, right? Let's talk about that because there's some people that have a product-based business or service-based business. they're pretty good at, right, what they do. Maybe they haven't necessarily got better. So talk about like listening to the marketplace, seeing the feedback that you're getting back, and then possibly adding a new skill that may make you stand out from the competition or allow you to present more value to the marketplace, right? How does that new skill with something that you're already doing come into place?
Okay. So let's talk about innovation. And one of my favorite definitions, innovation is not creating something new, it's a new combination of something old. So a great example would be Uber. Transportation really is old as people as the wheel. Um, GPSs, Uber did not invent GPSs, but they put them together. We could talk about the breakfast sandwich. Now, I don't eat pork anymore, but that McGriddle, man, that was a game changer. Even though we've been making McGriddles since we was little kids, that's okay.
Sure, we sure have been.
Yeah, you did too. So what I want you to think about, why am I giving you these examples? You don't need to invent a new app, um, or find a new element, or get a Nobel Prize. You just got to find a unique way to combine your talents, experiences, knowledge to serve in a new way. So how did I do that? Sales training isn't new. You could Google sales trainers, hundreds will come up. So what's the difference? Well, I'm going to teach you how to hear yes more often without sounding salesy. That's a big difference, because a lot of people don't want to be sales professionals. They don't want to have sales in their title, but they do need to grow their business. Haha, here comes Bruce Hill, new skills, new you. So I really, before you learn a new skill, which may be necessary, but before you do that, take inventory of the skills you already have and say, hey, how can I combine these? Right? Let's talk about trap yoga. Okay. She didn't invent trap music. She didn't invent yoga. She put the two together. That's innovation.
Yeah. Who don't want to go to a tribe yoga class too?
Yeah. Oh man, it's too bad you're not down here tonight. They have one. They have one tonight, actually.
Yeah. But I'm saying, who don't want to go to R&B yoga, trap yoga? You know what I'm saying? Who don't want to go? But look, I'm gonna give you a real time example for me, right? Because I want people to understand this, right? So I'm a marketing coach. I literally help my clients who struggle with their marketing messages get clear, right? Get clear so that they can get more clients and sell more. So a lot of people, I realize, they don't know who their client avatar is, which
Yep.
which then is going to affect their marketing messages.
Yep.
And then they want to market to the world because they feel like if I market to an avatar, then the world can't buy my stuff when the world's not buying your stuff anyway, right? So now that's a bottleneck. Okay, what's the next thing? Okay, cool. If you get clear on your marketing, you get clear on your avatar, you get clear on your messages, and you're getting the messages out. Well, what's the next thing that they need? Do they need systems? Do they need a mentor? Do they need more education? Do they need to pay attention to the marketplace? What does the marketplace tell me? What else does that client need? So, does your client go to you for one thing, and because you don't finish the thing, they then have to go to somebody else to get the rest of the thing? Then maybe you should offer the whole thing. Then you actually make more money because you don't lose out on the next money, right? So I'll give you an example. I had a client right now. I help a lot of my clients produce books. At the time, I wasn't interested in creating a whole book program. I have a great strategy. I'm actually going to teach it today. I have a great strategy, and I was only presenting that strategy because the body that I saw was that these young authors or people that wanted to be authors, inspiring authors, they were so in their head about the actual writing of the book. So they didn't write the book. So I'm like, well, if I help you get money first, will that motivate you to write the book? And a lot of them started to write the books because they started to see money coming in. So, but because I didn't publish at the time, because I didn't finish it. I got to a certain point. That was all I was doing. They then spent more money with someone else so they can do the thing. So I just say that to say, what are you doing in your business? Not you specifically, Bruce, but I'm just posing to the people. What are you doing in your business that you realize that if you just added one more thing, or if you just completed it, or what else is the market telling you that if you provided this service as well, you can get more money because you're not losing money by them going to the next person to finish the thing that you could have just offered. So, like if we had a burger spot and they didn't offer fries, well, they would be losing the fry money. But it's pretty easy for you to just offer some fries now. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's that's an important thing as well. Like, what is the market really telling you? How are you really paying attention to the feedback, testimonials, reviews? What are the characteristics of your clients? You know, what are the FAQs, things like that? And obviously, getting with somebody like Bruce, who is going to help you with the mindset first, because then it's going to all come down from there, right? Because these are simple strategies. And I know that you got a lot more juice, but when you're really looking at, these are like simple things that we can do to get to more sales or grow that client, grow that client list or grow that brand awareness and things like that.
Man, that's very astute of you to understand that customer life cycle. So, and this is where we diverge, which is where I think it's a great partnership. You attract them, right? We get them into our ecosystem. Okay, hey, Bruce says, all right, you got them in front of me. Now they got to say yes. What happens after that? So let's just zoom out. Marketing, we got to find and attract the right people. Sales, hey, we got to get those people to say yes and pay us. And then we got to serve those clients. All right. So that's kind of like the really simple customer journey. Where is very important. Let's go all the way out. Let's say you're selling cars. Well, how valuable would it be is say, hey, people want to buy cars, but they don't always have 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand. Well, let's offer financing. Okay. I don't want you to think about this real complicated. I'm not asking you to go back to school and get a degree. I'm just thinking real logically, okay, they need to pay for this. Let's offer financing. Okay, they got a car. Well, they're going to need oil changes, right? They're going to need tires, they're going to need repairs. And if you don't want to do those things, who can I partner with? Now we got a partnership. Hey, somebody already has a body shop. Great. This is Bruce's Cars referral partner. Go there for a discount. So how can we apply that to your business? How can we apply that to your business? So I help entrepreneurs hear yes more often. One of my favorite courses is called Ask for the Money. And the very first lesson is add value. It's not even about the money. It's just a catchy title. The second one is solve a problem. And the third one is ask for the money. So now we teach them this and like, okay, great. Now what? Well, the next step is a one-on-one. Okay. Hey, I know this. I got the mechanics like we were talking about earlier. Now I need help with my mindset. So then I work with me one-on-one. Man, I need some more. Hey, we can hop into my community. And we meet once or twice a week where they can be around like-minded individuals for accountability. And so this is what I'm talking about. This is what Brandon's talking about. Is not starting a whole new business. How can I add more value to the customers I have right now? There's actually 5 ways. We talked about 3. The fourth way to increase your customer value. How can they pay you again? How can you serve them again? Which is what you just said, right? So they try to publish a book. Well, you help them write it. Somebody's got to publish it. That might as well be you. So for me, they're feeling more confident. All right, Bruce, I got a nice. I say, okay, now that your mindset's together, let's build a call structure. And I do have a training for this where you know what to say each and every time. You're not guessing, you're not fumbling around. Let's get those discovery calls under 15 minutes. That's one of my specialties. Because the
Yeah,
enemy
I might need you for that because mine's be like 30,
30.
40.
Oh, no.
You know what
I
I'm
get
saying?
them down to a small 15. If it's a brand new person that's never heard of you before, maybe 20 minutes. And
But
it's not
you know what thing I was noticing, and this could be part of the strategy, it could be totally different. I was originally doing like a two call close. So the first call will come on 10, 15 minutes, assess where they're at. Second call to the money. So I combined them. I got a 1 call close situation, assess them in like 5 or 6 minutes, and then I take them through that script, and then I'm able to close them from there. Because I
yeah,
noticed with the 2 call closes, there's a lot. You know, that first appointment, second appointment, it's a lot.
that's too many moving pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll give you a real easy one right now. When they schedule that appointment, send them a video.
Yeah, definitely.
And that eliminates that two. Right now we're cutting down to 1. Or if you ask really good questions on that intake form. So I
Yeah,
use Calendly, and as a little survey you got to complete before we talk. So I can read it and say, okay, I know where this person is. I know how to best serve them. Or sometimes I say, hey, this isn't a problem I solve. Here's a referral.
yeah.
But no, if they're going over 15 minutes, there's some inefficiencies we need to address, and I definitely can help you with that.
Tighten those up. So listen, guys, Imperfect Action Show, episode number 14. We are on with my guy, Mr. Bruce Hill. New skills, new you. Definitely tap into him. We normally keep it to 30 minutes. We're at the 30-minute mark. I want Bruce, before we say goodbye for today, I want Bruce to tell us about his brand new book, and I want to give you guys an opportunity to support him by purchasing the book, which I'm going to leave a link below in the caption, available on the playback. So, Bruce, let us know about the book, your journey real quick with it, what they can get out of it, and obviously where they can find you, and then we'll sign off for today.
Oh man, thank you. So the book is All Gas, No Brakes. It's a collaboration project with some great friends of mine. And what we did was just the same thing I've taught, I practiced. So we got a mentor. Shout out to Vision Avant on Instagram, Vision Avant, Avant. She got us through the project from start to finish, and she made it real easy. The goal is, when we say all gas, no brakes, that's BREAKS, right? We're not living life that we need a vacation from. We want to live a life that we enjoy, that we're excited to get up in the morning. So that's what we talk about from start to finish, from cover to cover. And what I'm doing, I'll tell you what I'll do for y'all. We'll do free shipping, and I'm still signing out every copy. I'm still signing every copy. I ain't famous yet. Maybe, I get 100 at a time. Maybe you're going to get a... So I definitely appreciate the support, and it'll change your life. If you take what you learn and live it, it'll definitely change your life.
And where can they find you?
Easy. It's New Skills, New You everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Fanbase. What else? And newskillsnewyou.com. Easy.
All right, guys. And just so you know, there's no cap over here. I spent my coin and purchased Bruce's book too.
Oh, I dropped yours off in the mail today. I saw that.
Just so y'all know, I want to leave y'all with this lesson. It's great to share. It's great to comment. It's great to support in all measures that you can. But there's nothing like supporting with commerce. Support your friends. Support the people that you associate with. Support the people in your circle. Whatever you got to do, spend that coin. Level up your people. And with that being said, this has been an Imperfect Action Show. My guy, Bruce Hill, New Skills, Know You. Make sure that you tap into him. Like I said, his new book, I'm going to put the link below, so you should grab it and actually tap into him and learn some of his strategies on how you can hear yes more in your product-based business and your service-based business. All right, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. Episode 15 coming up fast. It's been 3 weeks. I can't believe it. Let's go.